Alrighty guys, we're going to pick up where we left off last time, which is making P1 into P3. And I'm going to do it on my alternate account because it has almost maxed PI skills and I have an extra planet to mess with. So we'll make it and I'll just delete it afterwards, no big deal. So as you can see, this character does not have a deep space transport, so I just use a Binkleboof, which is an epithal, and a Nearest to hold the command center. So there's your gas command center. I'm going to build it on a gas planet so I can demonstrate that links thing to you guys I was talking about. So undock. Hope you guys don't get bored out of your skulls doing PI. I mean, it'll probably happen, but hopefully you'll make a couple billion before it does. Okay, so gas command center. So we're going to go to gas planets. I believe I have not used planet 4, so we'll give you in planet mode. Okie doke, and you can just choose any spot because it really don't matter. I'm going to just go right here because I feel like it. So don't need to do any scanning. You're just going to drop your command center down here. And I won't upgrade it to level 6, we'll just upgrade it to level 5 to see if it'll work with level 5 for you guys on a gas planet. And if it doesn't work for level 5 on a gas planet, all you got to do is do it on a Baron or a Storm or something else that doesn't make your links garbage. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're just going to make a crap ton of processors, so let's enjoy that. But we're also going to make 2 spaceports to build these processors on. Okay, so I don't like this. Oh, poop. Okay, a little bit further zoomed out. Okay, and just so you guys know, I'm actually going to demonstrate this as well. It does not matter where your command center is at all. That is like literally not useful at all. All it does is when you click on the planet, it's going to zoom into your command center, so it's nice to build your stuff at least a little bit close to it so you're not lost looking for your stuff. Okay, so 2 spaceports. That's all you're going to need. There's 1, and there is 2. Just click submit. Okay, processors. This is going to be all advanced industry facilities. So we'll put down 10, 20 of those actually, believe it or not. It's going to take a little while to do this. You could probably just skip through the video until I'm done placing all these down. Remember what I said, doesn't have to look pretty, just has to do his job. But keep them nice and tight. Wish I could like turn my screen. This is looking a little funky here. Okay, so after we're done placing our 10 planets, we'll do the links just like we did in the last video. Control click, release click. Get those links done nice and quickly. Now, it's a lot of facilities and it's a lot of routing and it's a lot of pain in the ass, but you know, it's got to be done. And it looks like in order to complete this video, I'm going to have to warp around and grab some PI mats off my planets, which will give you guys an idea of what that looks like as well. So we'll grab those and then we'll route them once we get to this, once we get them back to our reactions planet. Once again, don't know if that's what it's called, it's just what I call it. Oops. So it looks like, yeah, so this is what the example I was trying to make. So if you look at this link, it's a real nice short link, right? But look at that power usage, 121 megawatts. That's ridiculous. So, and this is because it's on a gas planet. It might also be because it's between 2 advanced facilities, but it's also just larger because it's on a gas planet. So don't set this up on a gas planet if you only have level 4 for your command center. But I don't. I have level 5, so I'm just going to upgrade it real fast like so. It cost me another 2 million, but you know, whatever. Okay, I'm going to finish making these links. Okay. So you can see now why that's ridiculous. You can do the same exact thing with level 4, but because of these links on a gas planet, it's costs more power grid. Okay, so we're going to start making the... I'll explain it real fast. So these 4 reactors right here are going to be your P3 reactors, okay? And all of the other ones are going to be P2 reactors. So each form of P3 requires 2 forms of P2, and it requires 10 of them, and each of the P2 reactors only make 5, so you got to make 10 with 2 to make one set here. So we are making robotics, so we are going to be using consumer electronics, and we're going to, remember, we're going to click on that, and then we're going to just double click, and then route it to, okay, cancel that. We're going to have to do the P3 first, it looks like. Alright, so we'll go down here, way the fuck down here, and we'll make the robotics. Route them to the launch pad. Once again, way all the way down at the bottom, robotics, launch pad. Pretty much that 4 times. And honestly, you might understand what you're doing after like 5 minutes of this video and you won't need me anymore, but if you aren't going to understand and you need a little extra help, that's fine too. Just keep watching the video. Okay, so now we're going to go back and we're going to try that again. So it'll be consumer electronics, route them to the P3 making facility. Oops. Same thing here. And then it's also going to be mechanical parts. So go down to mechanical parts. It's also pretty far down. Route them to the, and make sure you're routing these to the right places, because if you don't, you're going to have a fucked up PI chain, and then nobody's happy. Oops, see, just messed that one up. So we're going to go to the routes. If you mess up the route, you click on it and you click delete route, okay? Because I routed it to the wrong place. So you're going to click here, go back down, click mechanical parts, and then route that to the facility. So you want to click this, your P3 making facility, and make sure that you got 10 consumer electronics incoming, 10 mechanical parts incoming, and 3 robotics outgoing. And you can see here the required things to make the robotics. And then you're just going to do the same thing on all 4 of these spots. Now, your launch pads can... You son of a bitch. No! Oh man, that's bad. That's almost video breaking. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to speed this up, or you're going to have to speed it up, because you see what I'm saying? You mess something up and then you have to go backwards in time. No. Oh man. Well, I'm showing you guys how to fuck it up, that's for sure. Why? 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 You know, I'm actually going to just make one of these because they're all identical, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just make the one chain, and then you guys can just copy it 4 times. Because I'm not even going to keep this. Okay. There it is. There's your chain right there, okay? And I'm just going to go grab enough to fuel it just so you guys can see out of the route the rest of the stuff. So you're going to have to warp to each of your planets, right? It's going to be the lava, so we'll go there first. And normally you'd want to do this in your epithal, but since I'm only really picking up enough to do a couple reactions, it doesn't matter too much where I'm going right now. Or that I'm not using the epithal, because it only has 6,000 worth of stuff that I can carry around. So like I said, it'll be there automatically because you routed everything to the Planetary Customs Office. I'm only going to take 1,000 off of each one. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to do that. I think it takes, what, 40 of each, so 80 total. 160. I'll just grab 160 off each one. You click transfer, swap it, next planet. Anyways, you're just gonna grab all your stuff. You're not even gonna dock up, and then once you get to your reactions planet, you're going to split your stacks, and it's going to be 8 stacks total, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's totally doable, and it's not too difficult either to do. So I'll just demonstrate what that would look like here real fast. So when you have the 2 launch pads, right, you can only put a certain amount of stuff on the planet. So 6,400 of each per launch pad, because you have 2 launch pads doing the reactions. You're just going to split the stack. So let's pretend I'm doing 6,400. I'm just actually going to do 64. Oops, 64. And then a quicker way to make it happen is you just copy that, and then you're just going to continue drag and drop and then paste it in, and that'll make your stacks with each one. So you would do that with each one, and then you would have 2 stacks of each different type of material, and that'll give you 8 stacks total for your reaction planets, 4 for each launch pad. Oops. And you can see how quick this is. It really doesn't take long to grab all your stuff. You can just fast forward through this part, guys. Just click through it. Now you're going to go to your reactions planet. And this is where you got to finish up your routing, because when you created the P1 to P3 planet, you didn't have the materials in the pad to route. Now these routes will not disappear after you're done, after your planet's finished converting your P1 into P3, the routes will all stay. All the routes will always stay. They're not going to change unless you change them yourself. So literally all you have to do to continue making this happen is just take your resources, split them into stacks of 6,400, drop them in your reactions thing in on the 2 separate launch pads, and this is what the 2 separate launch pads look like. So I'm just going to check to make sure that I'm dropping this in the right launch pad on my planet, which is the planet 6. So we'll view in planet mode. And I'm going to be dropping them into PB7BN, and that's this one. Okay, great stuff. Okay. Drag and drop. Okay. Drop and transfer. And then once you've got your items on the planet, you're going to view it in planet mode. And just like all the other routing, you're going to grab this in your storage. And I believe the consumer electronics take chiral and toxic. Yep. So grab this chiral and route it to here, and then chiral and route it to here. Same thing with toxic. It's nice and easy to do this, as you can see. You just got to do it a lot of times. Then you're going to do your precious and reactive to the mechanical parts. Okay, and that is that freaking simple, guys. It is so simple to do this stuff once you know how you're doing it. Okay, so you can see each of these are creating the parts. Once they're done in 1 hour, all of those parts will transfer over into this reactor, and then once that's done in an hour, 3 robotics will transfer into here. Now the robotics are very small, so they're going to fit, and as you're, I mean, you know, the P1 takes up a lot more room, and the storage will go down a lot faster than you're making robotics, and you'll be doing this on both sides. So yeah, nice and simple. Do that 4 times, and you're golden. Yeah, P1 to P3 is pretty easy. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Good luck. Bye.